Yo, dfqzo back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to the Art of Waiting Your Turn 2. I'm guessing it's part 2. I didn't realize that until just now. But yeah, originally gonna be in the description. Let's get straight to the video.
I really did like it.
Yeah.
Cause I did not care at all. I just kept posting, and then one time it just blew up.
That's really how it works
Facebook.
though. You just work real hard, a lot of the time with very little positive feedback. Out of nowhere, something to blow up.
Something you do, and you don't even expect it to go off how it it did.
But it's all that work you did beforehand that prepares you to take advantage of that blow up. And a lot of people's like, but it didn't come yet. It's like, man, imagine if you had your blow up and you wasn't ready to take advantage of it because you had the skills. That'd be tragic. You don't know if you can get another chance.
So in my last video, The Art of Waiting Your Turn, I talked about how imperative it is for you to not only wait your turn, but fall in love with the process so you can learn the lessons you need to acquire the things you want. And let me just say thank y'all so much for the love y'all showed on that video. It showed me how much we as humans can relate to each other on an everyday level that we often overlook. But on the other hand, I saw a bunch of comments pretty much complaining, saying how waiting your turn means waiting forever, and that's something that only the middle class and up can afford, or the only people that applies to is the people that made it. And there's hundreds of stories of people who waited for their turn who never won. So why?
That's false as fuck. Everything is perspective, bro. If you waiting on your turn, but you feel like it's a waste of time, or you feel like it's taking forever, you feel like you're never gonna get to the point where you want to get, like, it's you're not, I wouldn't even call it waiting, bro. Like, you just, like, what the fuck? Like, bro, to get big in this shit, bro, you gotta have you gotta have a positive mindset. That's the first thing. Your mindset is like big, and I'm learning that, like, as I go day by day. You feel me? All you gotta do is have faith. That's the main thing. Just have faith, bro. If you sitting here doing shit, waiting your turn, like, bro, like, waiting your turn and you thinking negative like this, like, what the fuck? Like, you think the shit not gonna happen, because then at that point you're not gonna be putting your all into this shit, bro.
Wait, and that's honestly a great question. Why should you wait your turn when so many people before you have tried?
And look, this is the last, this is my last part on this subject, you feel me? But like Kai, I just watched a video on, like, him reacting to his first videos and shit, and it's the shit motherfuckers don't know. He been trying to make content forever, like, since he was a legit, and he didn't get his break until fucking college. You feel me? What if sometime in middle school, high school, or whatever, like, anytime between that, or like when the shit starts to get real hard, he just had a bad mindset and he just said fuck it and just stop, he would not be where the fuck he's at now, and he would never know what was on the other side. Like, bro, just keep that in the back of your mind, bro, for real.
Waited and failed. And my answer to you is, you tell me. That sounds like a person who is either not working hard enough, smart enough, or outright just lazy. See, a lot of people, they aren't waiting for their turn. They're actually waiting for somebody else's turn. They wait for their parents' turn of what they want them to be. Maybe your parents want you to be a lawyer and go to a nice college, or they want you to be an amazing football player so they can brag to you about their friends. Or these same people, they're waiting for money, views, and validation. So they wait for their story in life to unfold like Kai Cenat or Duke Dennis. And when that doesn't come for whatever it is they want to do in life, they think they waited for no reason, when in all actuality they were waiting for the wrong reason, hence waiting your turn. But really,
that's what the fuck I was just saying, bro.
Really, the universe holds us back from being successful in certain things so we don't end up tied down to things that, while on the outside look successful and fun, but leave us spiritually dead from the inside, which a lot of celebrities and creators are. A lot of people chase after others' dreams because they see it makes money, or they get validation from it, or the change, or whatever it is. That's not waiting your turn, which is also why you aren't happy in the process. When you're chasing something you love, while yes, you will have your days, you should be happy. The thing you're chasing and doing, it should have you springing out of bed in the morning. If it doesn't, then it's not your true vision. So that's normally what stops a lot of people from realizing their dream. Somebody who realized this early on and got out of it was Kanye West, who started out as a producer for a lot of artists in the early 2000s, but wanted to be a rapper. Except nobody believed in him. They told him to stay in his lane. It's funny saying that now, because it's like Kanye literally does any and everything, but they wanted him to just continuing to be a producer since he was really good at that for them. But see, Kanye felt that by being a successful producer, producer and making all these amazing beats and songs for all these other artists, he would never be fulfilled internally because he would always be contributing to somebody else's dream instead of his own, which was to make his own hits. So Kanye stopped producing as much for some of the biggest artists at the time, like Jay-Z, and started to then take his talents and produce for himself. He went everywhere promoting his music. He didn't care whether you listened or not, because regardless, he had something to say.
Remember they used to call you that? I'm so self-conscious. She has no idea what she's doing in college.
And finally, after waiting for his turn so long, an opportunity presented himself when Jay-Z and Ludacris, which were longtime connections from his production for them, extended an olive branch to feature on his debut project album, The College Dropout. He released it in the woke, self-introspective, quirky, awkward bars. To everybody's surprise, worked. People thought it was refreshing. It made you think. It was genius even. But if Ye didn't work, or more specifically, work for himself instead of others, and he continued to just sit down and be a good boy and produce like everybody told him he should do, because that was what was socially acceptable for him at the time, well, we wouldn't have gotten all these amazing projects that have changed our lives and helped us through these tough times.
You have to move based on opportunity. If you have an opportunity to make a living at exactly what you dream about, you have to pursue that at that time when it's there. If the opportunity isn't there, just keep educating yourself as much as possible so that when the time comes, you'll be even better at that dream that you had.
The other one I see a lot of people bring up when it's time to wait your turn is excuses. There's so many people who say they want to be rich, but they don't read any books on how to become rich. They don't study the mindset of rich and successful people. And more importantly, they take very little action, if any at all, to accomplish the thing they say they want. Faith without works is dead. A perfect way to spot these types of people and see somebody is not going to be successful is how quick they are to give you an excuse. Only middle class people can afford to chase dreams. This person's only successful because of his connections or because he's this race. I got a job and a family to feed, so I can't chase my dreams. So tell me how 50 Cent, at the age of 25, got shot, lived in the hood, mom was killed at a young age, lost his record deal for being shot, mouth wired shut, and had a newborn son and a girl to feed, bounced back from all of that, get another deal, achieved his dream, and said fuck you to the who tried to kill him while doing it laughing. Now, of course, that is God without a doubt, but it's because he didn't let anything stop him. He didn't let anything
like them is excuses. Like them, you know, like damn, like my mom got da da da, I got da da. You feel me? Like, bro, them is excuses. Like he could use, and motherfuckers like, yeah, like you gotta, you know, you got a point. But, bro, he didn't use that shit as excuse. Like he just kept going, bro.
Tell him or any situation define how far he believed he could go in life. And more importantly, he waited his turn and he recognized when it was his turn to take the opportunity. He waited for so long, he worked for so long, he educated himself for so long, he built himself into 50 Cent. So by the time another record deal came, nobody had to hold his hand. Nobody could play on him. He was already 50 Cent, the rapper, businessman, before the opportunity even presented itself, which is the reason he was able to create, take advantage, and more importantly, see the opportunity when it presented itself.
We even brought it down to the perspective of a person that's in a staff meeting that is watching someone else raise their hand to answer a question that they know the answer to. Then that means that person deserves to be ahead of you in life, because your fear of being wrong at that point is not allowing you to create your value in the workspace.
So many people aren't working hard enough that when the opportunity presents itself, they don't even see it. Most people are so tired to the point when the opportunity presents itself, they don't see it. So in their head, they just go, I waited too long and nothing ever came, which is false, because the opportunity is never going to be how you think it will be. It might not be as big and as obvious in your face as you want it to be. But if you are working, opportunities are always presenting themselves for you in the form of people, jobs, videos. So after waiting your turn, you got to be ready for the moment, because you will get your chance to shine. The difference between those who are successful and those who are not is oftentimes not that one waited a lot longer than the other, but those who are successful realized the world was theirs and they took it.
That nigga was spinning the entire video. Yeah, originally gonna be in the description. This is a fire video. I fuck with it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. We on the road to 200 subs. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.